Good evening, everyone. Welcome you to today's live chat. Welcome to today's video. My good name is Nick. And we welcome you to the Nick Family YouTube channel. Yes. How is your evening? How are you guys doing? Welcome to this live stream. Then Kyle say hello and welcome our new viewers today.
Hi guys. Mom.
Mom, there is another empty boy. Go wear your clothes, Wewe. Go put on your clothes. You go put on your clothes, you young man. Yes, daddy what? Daddy what? Daddy what? Tiaya what? Dad. Inafunga venye umeona nimeweka hapo. Not. No. Kaide, what are you doing? Umejigongea wani. Aiden, stop that. Mom. She's busy though. Aiden, Kyle, now can you see yourself very well? This one wants to interact. Dad. Can you sing for us, Aiden? I. Niko kajo kete. Kuna enemy progress kila saa. Good evening, how are you? Welcome to our live stream today. Tonight, not today, it's tonight. It's already 10 o'clock in the night. And my boys are here. It is quite hot in the house. That is why you see this boy is shirtless. This boy is shirtless because it is very much hot in the house. Aiden, Kababa, then say hello. Yes, Kyle, say hello. Schoolboy, say hello. You are still on your uniform. Eh? You could have changed your uniform. Why are you still in your uniform, Baba? Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? Welcome people to our live stream, Baba. Kyle, so welcome people to our live stream. Welcome people to our live stream. Mama nikutoa kwa screen pia wewe. Hayden, welcome people to our live stream. Tell them to like our live stream, Baba. Hayden. Yes, tell them again. Repeat again. See, then you repeat again. Why are you not repeating? Hmm? Welcome them to our live stream. At Nomi, hi. How are you at Nomi? You've lost. It has been long since I saw you online. Yes, I know you've lost. You've lost. Long time. How are you doing? How is India? I am fine. I'm fine. How is India? I am still pushing. Kyle, say hello to Atnomi. Atno, you are surrounding. Kyle. Lala basi. Sometimes I mute when there is somebody who is playing loud music around here, and the music is a copyright one, so it can have some effects on my videos. Okay. Andhra Pradesh prayer gaj. Okay. Makubush fair organized in India for nowadays in Utah. Okay. Good at my brother. Yes, I really appreciate you because you've been here since the day I was 256 and today I am 2.9. You never left. So it is the world biggest fair now. It it, it runs for how many days? It runs for how many days? Eating time. 45 days. So it's a big event, right? Then it seems to be a very big event. So does it happen in Mahakuba, or it happens everywhere in India, or is it happen exactly at some areas? Aiden, go eat. Oh, go eat. Yeah, it is very hot in the house. That is why my boy is shirtless, because he has been sweating. Okay. But it simply means that so many people who are attending, Like the district now, you can't find an empty guest room because of the event. People have traveled from far areas to come and experience that historical event, right? Aiden, come eat. If only happens there. So in my perception, yeah, okay. 45 million. That is a lot of people, man. That is like a lot. So that district is the most visited district in Andhra Pradesh. 3 million people daily. That is a lot, man. That is a lot. There's a lot of people. What? Why are you giving me this? Why are you giving me this? And where Nini? Yeah, I will search it after this live stream. I will search it. I understand it's a very big event. if like 3 million people are visiting the area each every day, that is that is a huge crowd. Mostly people are people from all the states of India and even others from outside, right? Because you might find that oh, okay, okay. Then that area. Okay. Hmm? This boy is giving me things. Okay, simply means that area is that fair thing is that fair thing that is happening there. Then it seems it's very very very. Is it an historical thing? Is it an historical thing? Like it happens every year? Then if it happens every year, then even more people will visit because I think nowadays people are interested in exploring and getting to know new concepts, new things, and also getting experience of different cultures. That is, I think most people are interested in that, and so many people visits an area just to experience something new. Even myself, I would also go somewhere to see, or to experience, and even test new foods and stuff. I get to know certain culture. I also get to know certain history. That is one thing I would really really travel or go somewhere to experience. Because I also understand that it is sometimes good to get to know our history. I get to know why some things are happening. Oh, Kyle ulikuja tikalala ukachukua simu yangu kuanza kuona katuni. Kyle. So like now it will be celebrated after another 144 years. Nani amekuweka hapo? Nani amekuweka hapo? Nani amekuweka hapo? Kali mweke kiti. Mweke kiti ajitoa. Like that is those are many years born. If now we calculate from today, another 100 years, 144 years, 2169. And we are in 2025. Like another 144 years to come. And we won't be alive, my brother, we won't be there. Happy are those who are celebrating now because after 144 years, I don't think whether we will be there. It's our generation that will be there. So if you have the time to celebrate now, go there, celebrate. Because after 144 years, you won't be there. That is for sure. That is for sure. And very, 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 very true. That after 144 years from today. So simply means if I will attend that event, I will be 74 years. I'll be 174 years myself because I'm now 30 years. That simply means if I will have to attend the event, I'll be 174 years old. What is it? What is it? See what these boys have done to my tripod stand. This is what they've done. No, where is Baba? Where is Mama Apple? Now see the boy wants my phone now. How will I put it here and this thing is spoiled? See, this one is spoiled, Baba. You see it is spoiled. You see that one is spoiled already. Now I can't give you my phone. Go pick Mama's phone. Let's go, Mom. Go pick Mama's phone, not mine. Why are you throwing tantrums around? Why can't you eat in peace? Ni nini sasa? What is it? So it is relatively cold there. Now the temperature at my room now is around 330. It's around 29. It is very hot. That is why you see my boys, my youngest son, we can't put he can't be on a shirt now because it's very much hot. For the others, we can have clothes, but this one, the heat is affecting him. That is why he's shirtless. But it is not snowing, right? It is just cold without snow. Because I understand other areas like US, Finland, and other areas, they are experiencing snow now. See, one thing I love about our country is that it never snows. Sometimes it can be very cold, but the cold, when it is very cold, it is when the temperatures drop up to 10, but they can't drop up to 10 for 2 days or for an entire day. It can't be that much cold in one day. So like it will be very cold in the morning up to noon time. Then after there, the sun will come and the temperatures will rise. That is one advantage with my country, that it never gets very cold. But sometimes the heat wave, sometimes it becomes very, very much hot. Like now during the day, the temperatures are going up to around 35, which is very, very, very much hot. So when the temperatures reach at 35, yeah, it's hi, Krista, happy Friday. Yes, I was telling at know your surrounding. No, I'm not giving you anything. Don't go, mom. Don't go, mama. This boy is crying because he wants mama's phone. It's just becoming dramatic. I don't know why. He has my spoiled ring light. Yes, my spoiled ring light. Now he wants to put the phone there, but that thing can't even hold the phone because it's already spoiled. Adnomi, I want to ask you if still people are visiting, if the event that is happening, people are still visiting at this cold, when it is that much cold. How will people survive in that cold? Krista, what happened? Why were you dramatic? What happened? Somebody messed around with you? Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. And you also make us feel appreciated and feel happy. And also, as in at Nomi, is it the cold is maintaining like 13 degrees from the morning till the evening till the other morning? The temperatures are remaining at that that degrees. Like it is not getting a bit warmer during the day. And then sometimes I usually ask myself, why is that in Africa we don't experience those cold seasons? Krista, you need to visit my country. Like how does government do that? How does government manage the situation? Like the government does things to your homes, or maybe it makes sure that you remain warm by either providing heaters in every home, or what happens? Yes, visit. Um, I think one best thing about my country now is you don't actually need a visa. The physical one. Nowadays, my country has introduced an electronic way of identifying people, whereby if you're visiting from your country, they will identify you from there, and you don't need like the physical visa that you need to travel around. All right, 24/7, 24/7. Okay. Then the government is your government. Sorry, Baba. Pole. Imam, go chapa mom. See, this boy is fighting our mom because the mom is. How is that possible? How do you make homes? You see, in my country, you will see homes that are built from cow dung. Like the homestead is built from the waste of cow. When the cow poo-poos, then they use that one to plaster their houses. It's a culture. It's one of the pastoral communities in my country that have that kind of houses. But other areas are okay. Other areas they use the normal housing and stuff. Yeah. And then at Nomi, let me ask you. I know every country has homeless people. When it is this cold, how does your homeless people, like the people that are homeless in your country, survive when it is this cold? Yes, I will have to search. I will have to search. But my worry is that if people have those cloth houses and it is this much cold, how do they survive in those cloth houses? Oh, this one I've already. Normally, this one I've already taken down. I've written it down. I will search it after the live stream is after we end the live stream. I will search this and get to know more. Yeah, what I see people practicing, the Indians or the Indians that are in my country. I see when it is Diwali, when there is Onam, when there is which other festival is celebrated in my country by your community. Uh, there are even others that I don't remember their names. But I also sometimes I also participated in Onam dance. I also participated in an Onam dance. Yeah. Like now, the Indians in my country, they have adapted to our language. They have adapted our local language, that is Swahili. Most of them speak Swahili, but whenever you visit like their hospital, their schools, the Indian-based schools, the Swaminarayan, now they teach everything in India. They teach everything in those funny languages. Go to mom now. This boy today is very dramatic. I don't know what's wrong with him. He wants to pick. He wants to take everything. He doesn't want his bro to watch cartoon. He doesn't want me to have my phone. He does want to relax. Krista, you've lost. You are you still with us? Krista, what is your local language apart from English? What else do you speak? Oh, okay, yeah. I understand that. I'm finished. Me, I've never heard of this. I've heard of Polish. I've heard of this one. This one is new. Is it commonly like everyone speaks it in your city? Like, is it possible that if I visit your city, that there are people that doesn't know how to speak English? Now this one, this now this one, I will listen, and I also try to translate with Google Translate. So you have how many pets? You only have your cat and another one? Okay. Then your country is so let's say that you are purely Swedish. So Krista, you are purely Swedish. Like myself, I'm a Kamba. So I speak a different language. I speak a different language. My wife speaks another different language. So now, if I speak my local language, my wife won't understand what I am saying. But because she comes from the largest community, the most populated community in my country. Now, for myself, I will understand what she's saying because I've taught myself how to speak our language. But mine it's oh, you are Finnish, all right. All right. Now you see, today I've learned new things. Me, in my mind, I've always thought that Finland, like in Finland, the people are like the common language, the common knowledge. If you ask anyone from my country, in Finland, who are the people that stay in Finland will say that they are just Muzungus. Muzungu means just white person. A white person who is not an Indian, we call them Muzungu. Muzungu means white. Now, like what we speak with my boys or my sons, they understand Swahili. So Swahili is a common language that is spoken in East Africa. In East Africa, we have few countries. So we have my country, Tanzania, Uganda, and Somalia. We have also Djibouti. We have Djibouti and Rwanda. Those are just some community, like the countries that are around. We can speak in Swahili, but apart from the Swahili, now we have other languages. Like my language, if I greet you, to greet you, I will say wacha. Now, Akuna Matata is Swahili. That one is commonly in East Africa. Like all the countries in East Africa, they will understand. If I speak Swahili, they will understand. See, if I tell you wacha, you need to respond. You need to respond with wacha Ivo. Ivo means that way. Ivo now is Swahili. Wacha See. And my wife, when my wife is greeting somebody, she will say Horo aku. So you see, it's different from what I speak. What is wrong with you? Hakuna matata means there is no problem. Hakuna matata. Like when you like at Nomi, if you visit visit my country, you'll be amazed how the Indians that are here speak the Swahili. Even there are some Indians in my country, because most of the investors in my country, like people who run the factories, are Indians. Most of them are Indians, so they have understood the languages, the local languages. You might be you might be gossiping around, maybe with your workmate, and you're gossiping using your local dialect, your local language, and then there's a supervisor who is an Indian, who is around, and you think that person is not understanding what you guys are saying. Then you'll be amazed when he repeats it in Swahili or repeats it in English. Like they have been in my country for a very long time. They've mastered the languages. Like in my country, we are 42 languages. We have 42 tribes. Now the 43rd or the 43 sub tribe that was given by my government is the Indian. Now the Indians, they are recognized as one of the people who are residents here. So Akuna Matata, you also knew it from the Lion King movie. But in East Africa, Swahili is very simple. So Swahili is very, very, very simple. But sometimes it's always good if you're visiting East Africa just to know how to greet people. Like everybody will respond if you say Jambo. If you say Jambo, everybody will respond, because Jambo is how are you. So Krista, you listen to this song Jambo Kenya, habari gani, hakuna matata. Like that is a very famous song. You see, like the major airport, that is the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport, that is the biggest airport in my country. All the guests, when they arrive, they will find the cultural dancers, and most of them are a mixture of Maasai and others. They'll be singing those Swahili songs for all the visitors. Maybe if you're coming via the sea, or you're coming via the air, the moment you land and you're a tourist, then you will hear those funny songs with funny dances. You love the Harrier and the Charlie Puth. Like now, Krista, I will learn how to greet somebody in Swedish. In Finnish. How do you use like alphabets? See, like Indians, they use I don't know what is that. They just write like this. They just write some zeros. How do you read that? How do you translate that one to? It's kind of Arabic, but it's not Arabic. Those. How do you read that now? Like now in our local tribes, everything is in alphabet. But I see like Chinese, these other people, the Arabs, the Arabic. Now How do they translate those things they are writing? How do you know this one is an A, this one is a B, and they are just writing things like this? Krista, is it still snoring around, or the snow is now gone? Like now the temperature is at what? How many degrees now? Chinese. Yeah, Chinese is very tough, but 0. 0 degrees. Yes. A what? A what? No, I don't want. I don't want this. Check. I get this one to mom. Like mom. The mom. Akupe. How do you guys survive at 0 degrees? It is negative 15 now. No. It is negative 15. And you see my boys are sweating that we can't even put them on a shirt because it's very, very much hot. And it will be like this for the next 4 months. Then at around April, there will be some rain. The temperatures will go down. Then at around June, that is when it's a bit cold, and it becomes cold and foggy. But the temperatures are never below. They are never below 8. They are never below 10. That is the only time that we say it's very, very much cold. Yeah. But there are some areas that is like nobody can go to the woods now because in the forest it's very, very cold, very much cold. Yeah, but there are some birds that adapt to the coldness. But I think like all the goose now, there are no goose in any area where there's winter. They have all traveled to Africa. Bad manners. Kyle, nemuleta kitamba. Shuka nuleta kitamba. Shuka. Nuleta kitamba kwa mbuzi wewe. Kape. Punguza hapo. Kape ni hivyo. Kwa. Pay them. Give him the nini. Mpe kitambaa baba. Just give him baba. Kyle, give him. Simpe tu apige pamoja hapa. Atakula. Niko hapa namwangalia. Kuja hivi. Come. Come baba. Sorry. Pole. Pesa. Mama kia toto chai hapa. Ndio chai. Shika. Go chai. When I say chai is tea. Chai is tea. So how do you call tea in your language, Krista? Sorry. Coffee is coffee, it is just tea. Okay. Now coffee in Swahili. It's called kahawa. Like it is just Kahawa. Kahawa. That is now coffee in Swahili. Then tea. See, we have black tea and we have the white tea. Now the black tea is the one that has no milk. That one is called chairangi. Chairangi means tea with color. Now the black color is what is called rangi. Rangi simply means color. I think that Nomi has left because of the event that is happening at his district. Krista, greet me in your language. So when you see like renki in your language means you finished. Now that one in rangi in our in Swahili means color. Then how do you answer? Moi? Renki is a worker, right? Oh, okay. Like if you say moi renki, so if I say moi renki, what have I meant? Moi renki. What's the meaning now? Tev, yeah, okay. So does moi and tev mean the same? Tave. Moi renki tave. How you see? Okay. Okay, I won't repeat if it sounds disrespectful. I won't. So it's like you're saying, "Hey, you, waka." It's like you're calling somebody you slave. See, one thing I've realized with Africans is that we can learn as many languages as we can as possible. Believe me, in 30 days I can learn how to effectively communicate with you in your language, because the moment I know the alphabets, the alphabets in your language, and those also get to know the numbers in your language, then I can speak your language. If I know how to say 1 up to 100 in your language, and also know the alphabets, just to measure, to speak or to pronounce, or be able to read the vowels in your language, and also the alphabets, the complete A up to Z in your language, then I can effectively communicate to your language. Yes, I can. I think yes, you can teach me. You can teach me how to speak in your language. And also for somebody to be effective in a foreign language, the best thing to know is to know the basics, like to say, hey, I am lost, show me your way, show me how, yeah, hey, I am lost, how do you say that? Like, hey, give me water, hey, give me this. Oh, God in Swahili is Mungu. God in Swahili is Mungu. God, Mungu. Mungu, M-U. Oh. So, like Anna, the name of person? Anna means give. So, Mungu, it's Mungu. Mungu. That is Mungu. That is God. And then there is the personification. Personification, whereby you will hear somebody saying Mungu Baba. Mungu Baba. Baba is the Father. Now Baba, B-A-B-A, Baba. Mungu Baba. That is personificating God to God the Father. Like now, tell me to give you water in your language. It's Anna. Anna what? Maji. Maji is water. In Swahili, if you want to say give me water. Oh, so water in your language is called veta. So say like Hana veta. But the accent now, you see, I don't have the accent, but you have the accent. So if I say it in my African accent, then it sounds funny. It's anaveta, Hanaveta, Anaveta, Voj, Anaveta. In Swahili you say nipe. Nipe means NIPE. Nipe maji. Nipe maji. Give me water. But now the proper way is when you say please give me water, or please help me with water. Help me with a glass of water. So how do you say that in Swahili? You say tafadhali. Tafadhali means please. Just the polite way of asking.
Mom, yeah. Mom, mom. Wapi kifuli? Aiden. Wapi kifuli? Iko wapi? Yeah. Iko? Wapi kifuli?
Tafutia mama kifuli. Tafutia mama kifuli. Go with mama. Go with mama. Yeah, mom. Maybe like somebody who knows another language. You see, like those Western like languages, they sound funny. It is like when you listen to a South African, not South African, South Indian speak English. It sounds very funny. Like they are putting r in every word. What you're doing, Baba? Now go to mom. Go to mom. Go to mama, Baba. Give that one to mama. Give that one to mom. Okay, mom. Yes, somebody will. You'll be conversing with somebody, and then the somebody says something, and then you think this person is maybe he sounds like he's shouting to me. Yeah, that one happens. That one I know. That one I know. Like it's like listening somebody from a sub tribe that a Luya sub tribe in my country, whereby everything they say with ha ha ha, like ha 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 ha. You can't understand what they're saying. The same way this. Yeah, also Arabians, also Arabs, they have that hara 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 something. Like they are very funny. Just even sometimes you listen to somebody and then you maybe even if that person is saying something negative to you, it doesn't bother you because it is sounding too funny to you, even if it's an insult. You just insult me. So long as I don't understand what you're saying, then it's okay. But I will learn. There are some languages that I have to learn, that I told myself I have to learn. I will learn to speak in your language. That is finished. That one I will search. I will do a research how to say like that the alphabets, then how to say number 1 up to 10, and how to just train myself how to speak. Because for somebody to survive, for an African to survive in the world, you need to learn so many things. because of you see, like we are living as Africans, we are living in a third world, whereby we are not we are just developing now as compared to you guys, because you are already developed. You are not developing anything more. So the only thing that is being developed in the first world countries is personal developments. But as nationally, everything is developed. Um, the economy is a bit stable, even if it's not that much stable. The economy is a bit stable as compared to us, whereby if the dollar fluctuates, we are all in a mess. Like now, what the state, the America, what Donald Trump said, that they're not giving aid for the next 3 months. Hey, African countries are suffering. Nataka maji. Yes. Maji. Nani anataka maji mwingine? Nani anataka maji mwingine? Okay. Ongea, shika uongee. Ongea na Krista, nikulete maji. Shika simu.
Hi guys. Let us have that channel. Subscribe. Subscribe to the channel. Let us have that channel. Subscribe. Subscribe. Well, it's long for you. Good at that. Really. Another one is from Daddy.
This one is for Kyle. Kyle. Then go get yako. Weke. Kyle. Go get that.
Subscribe.
My boy only knows how to say subscribe. Welcome to Daddy's channel. That is what he says. He keeps on saying that. No. Just my network drops. It dropped and then I realized I switched on before it went completely off. These boys are funny, but I love the way they are growing. See, I like this one. He was very like the small boy. The small boy could not. Misiambia maji. He could not speak even a few months ago, but now you see, nowadays he's able to say mommy. He's able to say some words in our local language, that is in Swahili, like nipe, which means give. And sometimes he says things that we don't understand, so we only tell him to pick what he wants. He hears when Maybe if I tell him something in English, he will hear, but he can't speak. Yes. Like now, the small. This one is now Aiden. Aiden is 1 year and 6 months. Kyle is turning 4 years. Feb 23rd. That is when he's turning 4 years old. Aiden, Aiden, utaanguka. I get to know kids grow very fast because I was even sometimes I was discussing with my wife that some few years ago when we met what see what you're doing now. No, that is very bad of you. No, shuka chini, shuka chini. See, for example, we met during the COVID. We met during the COVID with my wife, and then recently we were just chatting and reminding ourselves how the journey has been, and we met in a funny way. We met in a funny way. We met through WhatsApp status. We have also made some videos about how we met. I think those were the first videos. This one, this boy, bad manners. Bad manners. Go to mama. Go to mom. Where? I will send you to mom now because you are misbehaving. We usually have a funny story. We met when I was very, very thin. When I was thin like this, I was 1 GB. I think that when we met, I was weighing. Let me show you the photo. When we met, how I was. I think I have a photo here. How I was when we met. I was like this when we met with her. This is 2019. I was very thin, very, 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 very small boy. This time I was 20 what? Now we've made 6 years, so means I was 25. I was 25 at this time. This is when I was 27 years old. And when she was pregnant with the first baby, this is 2021. This is January 2021. This was January 2021. Now I'm just eating a lot. I'm just eating a lot. This is the boy. This is the firstborn son. When he was 3 months old, and then here is my wife when we met. This is our first birthday card that I bought that I made for her. This was the first birthday card. Yeah? Actually, I did it. Actually, I did buy the card. The card I've just designed because I know how to do some designs. I know how to do some designs because I am an IT person. Yeah? What are you doing? What are you doing? Climb down. Climb down. Sometimes we look back and then see how we've become parents just in few years. We became parents in very, very few years. Just just 5 years down the line. From January 2019 to this January, that makes 5 years, and this is the starting of the sixth year. Then I see how people grow. Actually, when I was before I met her, I was still young. I was still doing so many things. I was in school. Nini 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 means nini nini. It's blah blah blah. And then COVID came. I think we this was sometimes usually even say we married each other because of COVID. Because you see, during the COVID, there was lockdown everywhere. Even somebody could not even go to the rural area, to the village. Like you stuck where you are. So we are the result. We are the result of COVID. The result of COVID. And 5 years down the line, we are still growing, and we are still telling people that marriage works for the young people. See, most of the young people, they don't want to accept that marriage works. They want to get married when they are 40, when they are 35. No, sometimes I will tell people it's better if you get married at 20s, because you'll grow together and you will learn so many things as you grow. Yeah, because actually the world is making a lot of noise. The world is making a lot of noise, and the moment young people listen to that, then they lose the focus. And because for the Christians, me, I'm not saying for somebody who's not a Christian. For if you're not a Christian, and you're listening, sorry to hear this. But the purpose of marriage in a Christian base is it's no, no, not in a Christian base. The purpose of marriage is actually to help each other grow, and sometimes it becomes difficult when you're alone. Actually, you don't even grow. You don't even grow because you will never grow unless there are some challenges in your life. That is it. That's it. Because you will be pursuing, or in your perception, you'll be thinking that everything is as per your way of thinking, or your way of doing things. But the moment you have a foreigner, when I mean a foreigner, I mean somebody that you've just met, you've not been raised together, you've been raised in different backgrounds, in a different um, way of what do a way of doing what a way of upbringing. Yeah, upbringing, a different way of upbringing. Then when these two people meet, then there's always that getting to know each other, and getting to understand each other more, and that and that and that and that and that. That is why it becomes very, very, very much difficult for people who have who are ego. These the people who have ego. They are kind of they have the kind pride of something. Maybe they are pride of their how they look. Maybe they are pride of the family they come from. And then for such people to grow in marriage, it's very, very, very difficult. Very difficult for them, because that ego limits them from getting to understand the other party or the other person. And I usually say that uh, marriage only works when two people agree and they can listen to each other. You can maybe you see a mistake that I'm doing. Maybe I'm taking off my socks and I'm throwing them everywhere. If you see that and you get angry and you don't tell me, then our marriage might not work, or our union might not work, because I'm doing something that is irritating you, and you're not telling me to correct, or you're not correcting me. Or maybe you're listening to people outside, like your friends are telling you, that man you have, that man you have, what value did you see in him? There are other men outside here, and that person who is telling you that is still with another boyfriend or another man that you don't appreciate. You see, but your friends want you now to be outside the relationship or the marriage, just to be there outside there, and that friend is maybe engaged somewhere. See, so in these relationships, in this life, as the Bible says, only two people will never walk unless they agree. That is very true, very very much true. Two people will have to agree for them to move on in life, and then learning to accommodate, learning to carry people, you having that grace. When you have that grace, then you go far in life, because there's a mistake that you will see, and then you will internalize the mistake. You won't react on it. You won't react on it, but you will politely talk to your partner. Then to talk to your partner, so and so, whatever you're doing is not right. These are this you should do it this way and this way and this way. Yeah, I understand. Sometimes it's very difficult to marry to marry an African, especially African men. So we are not romantic. We Most people perceive that we are not romantic. Is because of how we've been raised. Me, I've been raised in a family whereby I don't see my dad hug my mom. I don't see that kind of affection. So you see, if I grow in that way and maybe I meet somebody's daughter who has been raised in an area whereby after 5 minutes they have to kiss, after 2 hours you have to tell your pastor that I love you. You see, if you've been brought up in that kind of situation, then you need to feed that thing to your man, so that your man will do exactly what makes you happy. But if I've been raised in a national environment whereby even I don't need to tell you that I love you for you to know I love you. But you see, sometimes when it comes to ladies, they'll always want to be told, hey, hi, good morning, how are you? I love you. Take care of yourself. Stuff. Lunchtime, hey, have you taken your lunch? Nini. But sometimes for an African man, it becomes very difficult, because maybe at my place of work, even I didn't have those that time to even take my lunch, and maybe like myself, where I work, I'm not even allowed to have my phone. You see, so if I don't text my wife, or if I don't even call her during the day, then she might think, maybe this boy, maybe my husband is with another woman. No, I am not. I am not with another woman, because I am in a restricted area whereby I'm not allowed to use my phone. I can't even reach out to you unless it's in the evening. Get out of the work and I'm now heading home. Also in Finland, you guys are not romantic. Why? But we have different ways of romance. So make sure that so long as your person appreciates you, and you're not in quarrel, you're in good terms, you can make stories and laugh. You can make stories and feel comfortable. You see, sometimes if you're not comfortable where you are, like you're not comfortable with the person that you are with, then you're in the wrong place. That is very true. If like you can't tell your partner, or you can't tell the person that you are with some of the secrets that you have in your life, and then that person sits with the secret without exposing them, then you're on the right, you're in the wrong place. Because in my thinking, I usually say that so long as where I am, I'm safe. like all my secrets, everything about myself is secure, then I am there. I won't be in an area whereby I don't feel comfortable, like I'm I'm in a kind of phobia. No, that area I want. Even if there is that chemistry, even if I have those affections, even if I feel attracted to you, and in some way, in some way, don't feel safe, I better stay in my father's house. I better stay in my father's house. I mean my church. I would rather go there and listen to the music or play drums or just play with the keyboard. Even if I don't know how to play it, I would rather be there than being around where I don't feel appreciated. I don't feel secure. Yes, it does. It does. It does. Yes, social anxiety. Yes, social anxiety. Social anxiety exists. Exists. But me, I'm my approach to this is, you see, you'll find that the people who are who are exposed to this kind of anxiety, most of them they take depressants for them to feel comfortable. But no, in my way of life is, I don't love drugs. Even if I don't feel comfortable, even if I feel ashamed at some point, eh, I know who I am. I know who I am, and I don't allow the society, and I don't allow anyone to defame me or anyone to make me feel unworthy. And see, this social anxiety is whereby a is whereby you can be defamed. You can be defamed via the social medias, or the social, anything to do with social. Like, you don't want to see yourself. You don't want to be in a group of people. You don't want to be somewhere ahead, somewhere, because you're not confident enough to be there. But it takes a bold heart. Eh? It takes bold step. No matter what the society dictates, no matter what the society does, then be yourself. Be yourself, appreciate who you are, appreciate how you are. You're perfectly that way. And the social will never dictate who you are. It will only if you allow it. If you allow it. And this social anxiety, it's making so many people, so especially young people, to be depressed because maybe you've done something and then it all blows out. Like, even when you're on the streets, or you're either on the shopping mall, people are like, you see that person, and then that one makes you like you're not in the right place. You see? But no matter what happens, I am who I am, and nobody can change that. You talk behind me, I don't care. It is only you who is wasting your energy. You're just wasting your energy. Me, I don't care. It doesn't affect me. So long as at the end of the day, that is how people are wired. That is how people are. You see, if you want to know this one is true, it starts in the family. It starts back home. It starts back home. That is where the problem is. And that is how people are. And I don't know the problem with people. I don't know what. Like, for example, let me give an example of a situation. A situation here. A situation of myself. When I married my wife, she was too tiny, and I was so tiny. Then the people from my family, most of them were like, you seen that young girl with Nicholas? Will she be able to cook? Can she cook for the entire family? Can she do this? Can she do this? Can she do this? Now, if I allow this that kind of information to reach my wife, then my wife will feel not appreciated in the family. Will feel like, no, I am not fit for this person. I am not fit for this family. You see, they were trying like to put shame on her because she's too small. She doesn't. She's not big enough. Now they think she doesn't have the energy to cook. You see, like in African setting, because I am the first son. I am the first son in my family. I'm the eldest son. So what happens is when I marry now, my wife takes the responsibility of my mother. Like, she's the one to cook for the entire family. She's the one to do the house chores. She's the one to do everything. But like me, I can't allow that. I can't allow that because she's not my wife. She's my wife. She's not their wife. If anybody needs food, let the wife go and cook, not my wife. My wife will only cook for me or cook for my kids. And if she's not there, then I will do everything. I will cook, I will wash, I will wash the clothes, I wash the dishes, I wash the house, I will do everything. Even if, for example, tomorrow being on a weekend, being on a Saturday, if I'm not going to work tomorrow, I will go. If I'm not going to work, I will wake up in early in the morning. I will do that. I will do the laundry. I will do the dishes, and also prepare breakfast because we are in this life to help each other. We are not in this life to be served. We are not masters. We are here to help each other. It's only the ill people, the mental ill people that men that will wake up in the morning, just sit down, wait for them to be served tea, wait for them to be told, hey, go freshen up, your and get ready to. No, we are living in an equal life whereby you do this, I do this. This is our life together. It is, I did not bring you to my life, or you're not there to serve me. We are here to help each other. And most especially in my country, people have a tendency of defaming people in terms of their appearances. Maybe if you're too tall, they are still questioning. If you're too short, still problem. If like you're disabled, they are still questioning. You did not make yourself. God created you the way you are. And most people, they have the low self-esteem, whereby if they are criticized, or if anyone talks ill of them, then they become depressed. Like they lose the confidence in them. Me, I've been in a school whereby there are stammerers in my class. And when a stammerer is told to maybe to make a sentence, the stammerer will be like, eventually will say the sentence, but you will see people laughing laughing of person in that state. And you see, this thing is the one that is affecting everywhere. That thing is everywhere. And there are certain people that think they are the best. That think they don't make mistakes. They were perfectly made. Uh, as in, there's nothing ill about them. They are perfect. And those are the people that defame others. Like, did you see what happened to so and so? This and this happened to. Who talks about your story if you're telling other people's story? And that is why you see, like the generation that we are in now, most of the young people, they are ending their life via depression because they are allowing the world to dictate how they will live this life. And myself, I can't allow that. Me myself, I can't allow to be the world to dictate. Even if I lack, if I don't have, I don't have, and I will not brag I have, but I will still be myself. I mean, one thing I have loved, one thing that I love is just to appreciate anyone the way they are. Whether you are talented, whether you're not talented, I appreciate you the way you are. Because I don't know the reason as to why you are in a certain condition, or the reason as to why you're facing a challenge in life. Me, I don't know. And if I know, or if I have a way of helping you, I will eventually do. Because we are in this life to make life easy for the other person. But the moment you start judging people, but one thing that I don't really love is it's when somebody is not truthful. When like you're always telling lies, you're always like you're always complaining. No, then you won't be my you don't become my friend. Because if you're telling lies and I become your friend, you will also go outside there and lie about myself. And that is what I don't want. Like if I become your friend, I become your friend to for us to grow together, for us to get to know the challenges we are facing in life, and also try to come up with the solutions. How can we tackle this? If this happens, if for example I have this life challenge, how can I do it? I give you an idea. Or if I ask you, you also give me an idea. Then I try to work out, or I try to figure out whether this idea is good. Can I work with it? Can it really change anything? Then if I found that it's a good idea, then I work on it. Now, if I can't trust you, then I can't associate with you. That is true. Any person with trust issues, run away from that person. Does even if he is your father, even if he is your mother, if you can't trust that person, then find your way out. Because the end of everything will be a disaster. For example, if I can't trust you with my secret, will I trust you with my life? No, I can't. And the people with trust issues are the people that are not contented with anything. Like you'll find that that person has, for example, let me give an example of food. That person has some fruits in the kitchen. Maybe he has oranges in the kitchen, and still goes outside and sees the same orange that he has in the house, and he still wants the orange. Now, how can you trust this person if he can't be contented with the small that he have, with the plenty that he or she have? How will you trust that person? You have oranges in the house, you're still going outside to get oranges. Why can't you finish the orange that you have before you go and pick others? Why can't you do that? So that becomes a simple example of trust issues. Now, anybody with trust issues is a liar, because that person will never say anything that is right. He will always have excuses. He will always have excuses, and he will always have some way of going around things. And the worst thing, and the worst thing, the worst kind of trust that we should be keen about is the the relation like kind of issues, trust issues. That one, though there are some people, there are people who are wired in a way that they will never trust you unless you are with them. Like you're spending every minute with that person. There are people who are with trust issues. Like when if you're moving outside, if you're going outside, and that person is not with you, maybe you think that person is going to meet somebody else. They are going to do some other stuffs against you. There are people who are like that, and those are people who have the temperaments, who get angry very fast. Sure, yes, that is very true. They don't like find see any wrong in doing the things they are doing. Like sometimes when it is trust issues about relationships, then that one run out, run. Find somebody who will trust you. Like, you've become my friend. You want us to go somewhere in life? Then allow myself to be myself. Yes. Only that I'm true to you. Yes. And our agreement is our agreement. If we decide to do something, let's do it. People are very, 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 very confusing. Very confusing. Like you can be in this world and then you're like, haha. You can be very, very, very much confused. Because life is very funny. But me, I usually say that it's always good to find somebody who is with somebody with the same goal, or with the same motives as what you have. Because see, whenever you're friends that they are not going your way, then you're losing it all. That is very true. If the kind of friends that you have, they are not helping you to grow in life, then you better cut off those friends, because they are not adding value to you. Now, the current world that we are in, if you are in a group or you have some people around you, and these people are not adding value to you, then you better not have them. You better not have them and remain where you are. Than having people who are degrading you, every now and then, because the most important thing in life is just to have value, because uh, the measure of everything, the measure of everything depends on how worthy are you to that thing or to that situation. For example, let me give an example. If you're a data analyst, if you, for example, you call yourself a data analyst, but you cannot analyze a like a very small data, you can't even analyze it in a good way, then how are you an analyst? But if you're a small analyst and you keeping company of great analysts, then they're improving your life. The way of like when you're having friends that have the same goal as you, then they help you and they also make your journey in this life become very simple. Very simple, because if I have this challenge, I know I can ask and so will help me out. If so and so have a challenge, then he will ask me, and I will also find a way. Okay, it's all right. It's all right. I was also thinking to end the video in the next 9 minutes. I was also thinking to end the video in the next 9 minutes, because now it is around. It is very late here. Actually, it is 3 minutes to midnight. It is 3 minutes to midnight here in my country. I know your place. It's around 11. Some few minutes to 11. Now in India it's around 2 p.m. 2 a.m. 2 in the morning. In China it's early in the morning. In US it's around evening. Where else? In the Spain we are at the same time. In Qatar we are in the same time. Only some few areas. Like in the US now it is in the evening in the US. In China it's early in the morning. Also in India it's 2 a.m. in the morning. And here it is 1 minute to midnight. So like I have how many minutes now? I have 7 minutes to end the live, because today I wanted to do a 2 hours live stream, because tomorrow I'll be waking very early in the morning, like 4 in the morning. Good night. I will remember to be more with people with the same goals. Yeah, be with the same people who have the same vision as you. They will help you. They will help your vision to go far. But if you have people who are against what you're doing, or against the goals that you have in life, then those people will be dragging you down. And there's no need of building an empire, and when you are almost done with the empire, somebody comes and crashes it to crashes it down. There's no need. Completely, there is no need. But when you have friends that help your vision grow, then you should keep those friends, and you should always be in good terms with them, without knowing that there's no man who is perfect. There's no human being who is perfect. We all do mistakes. But the moment you realize you've done a mistake or you've wronged anyone, it's always good to ask for forgiveness. And if that person is good enough, he will forgive you, and the relationship will be you'll go back to the normal way of life. Like he remains your friend or she remains your friend, and you push the life. But the moment you're a person who does not ask for forgiveness, then you live with bitterness, and it is not good to be bitter, because the moment you have bitterness, you're even hurting yourself, and you might hurt people around you. So that is why we should be checking on ourselves. The moment you find there's something wrong with you, try to ask your friend, like, so and so, am I really doing the thing the right way? And then you also be caution of the person you are asking, because you might be asking somebody who doesn't want anything good from you, and that person might also give you a wrong advice. So it is always to be your IQ to be your intelligence to be on the top, because the moment you can detect whether somebody is lying to you or whether somebody is just trying to be good to you for a certain benefit, then it is not good, because there are so many people who will befriend you for what you can offer or for what you can give. There are those people will be like that. They are there purposely to gain something, and if they don't get what they want from you, then they start defaming you, they start bringing bad stories about you, they start doing bad stuffs about you. But a good way of dealing with these people is just ignore them. There are some people who will have to say your name for them to eat. If they don't say your name, then they won't get anything. So people are like that. Like there's somebody every day they have to mention your name. Even if you're not there, even if they are telling people who don't know you, they will say, so and so, so there's this so and so, there's this. Now, such friends, just ignore them. Don't make them your friends. Oh, okay, no problem. Those kind of friends, they are very toxic. Like me, like myself, I don't like when even here on YouTube, there are some reactors. There are people who will take your video, they will listen, and then they will come up with a different story. Like, hey, see, so and so is doing this and this and doing this. Their wife is doing this and this and this and this. Even the kids, they don't look like him. Like, you wonder, what's wrong with these people? You're living your life, you're doing your own things, and then somebody comes with a story about you. That person does not know you, does not have any background about you, but this person is still talking about you. These are the people that we avoid. And sometimes I usually tell people, not everyone who comes begging at your door that you should help. No. Sometimes it's always good to be a good Samaritan, or it's always good to be a good at helping people. But sometimes you look at somebody, then try to learn this person. Try to learn the character traits. Try to learn, how is this person truthful? Can this person be trusted? Is he a genuine person? When you keep on learning about this person, then you know, hey, this one is a good person. But there are people who will come with very good names, very good names. They will be very good at first. They will praise you. They will make you feel like, hey, I have the best friends, have the best team around me. But before you open the doors, wide open the doors, try to learn what are these guys trying to get from me, because whenever you see somebody that is too much into you, too much into too much into uh, to a certain level, even you yourself, you feel like this person is too much, this person is too much, or this person is exaggerating things. Try to learn, or try to see what is it this person is trying to get something from me. Now believe me, if that person is materially into something about you, whenever you will get that thing, that will be the end story. Now, the moment, or maybe when you realize what he is, or she is into, and you cut off that kind of line, now the person becomes your number one enemy. Starts circulating false information, starts circulating negative things about you, starts doing all these kind of stuffs around you, just to make sure that your name is never heard anywhere. Now, to deal with these people, just learn. Look at somebody, test the people, know whether they are worthy your trust, whether they are worthy of anything that you want to do to them. That is one thing that will help us grow. Because me, I've realized with the few years that I've been alive for the last 30 years. This is my first month. I will be turning that 31st this year. Life has shown me up and downs. I have been I've lived a very hard life. And when I tell these stories, I usually tell stories. I'm not telling these stories for anyone to have pity on me, or to feel sorry for me, or to just gain some sympathy. No, I don't tell these stories to beg. No, this story, I tell them as a testimony. And the reason why we tell testimonies is to show people where we have coming from, where we are, and where we are heading. Because there are some people who have never been exposed to hardship, and whenever they come across a very small challenge, very small, then they see it as a huge mountain that they can't cross. No, people have gone through hard life, very hard in terms of mental health, physical, anything hard. And when you pass through those hardship in life, they like give you strength to conquer everything, any mountain. Even if sometimes you make mistakes, see, human beings do mistakes, but it's always good to know where you are standing, where you are going, without forgetting where you're coming from. Because where you're coming from and where you are will determine how far you will go. But the moment you forget about where you're coming from, and you also forget where you are, then you have no future. You can't have defined goals. You can't have like a vision of what you want to achieve in your life before you expire from this life. Because it is very much true that we will never make out of this life alive. At some points we will go. At some times we will die. And before that time comes, it's always to make sure that, like Abraham in the Bible, you've like created wealth for your generation. Like you've made a foundation for your generation. Because I usually tell people, every person that you see in this life might be your brother, leave along your mom and your dad. because your mom and your dad, you are existing because of them. But you and the other generation that you are of the same age, you are a reason behind another generation that will come after you. So if I don't make the right foundation, and good proceedings in my life, then my two boys and maybe the other kids to come in future, I've already messed their life. I've already messed their life. So that is why each and every day a foundation has to be done, has to be made, so that when my kids look at me and look at my wife and look at our life, they can also wish to have a life like the way their dad is, the way their mom is. But believe me, no, there are some kids who say that I wish my dad can pass. I wish my mom is not here, because those parents, they are not motivating them. You see your parents, or you see your dad, you see your relatives, you see a total mess, just because of a minor mistake that our parent did and they never corrected it. So it affects even us. But for you now, leave along the mistake your dad did. Just love him the way they are. They are your parents, you can't change them. Love them the way you are, but make sure that that kind of mistake will never happen to you. Make sure that that kind of mistake you never repeat it. Because there's one thing I've learned in life, that if I am 30 years old, for example, I am 30 years old, if I don't, um, if I'm not keen enough, I will repeat exactly what my dad did. I will repeat exactly what my father did, or what my mother did, or what somebody in our family did, if I'm not keen about my life. And only if I don't have an explained future that is here in my mind, if I don't have a clear picture of what I want in life, I will actually be repeating what my parents or what the generation before me was doing. And how did I know this? How did I know this one is true? I watched my young bro, my young brother, like our last one. I watched the character traits that he has, and then I look at my dad. They are exactly matching. They are exactly doing the same thing. Then I called my brother and I told him, you see, at some time, what you're doing, our dad was doing that. And then my brother was, no, 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 no. What you telling me is not true. Then I told him, because we usually joke around with my dad, I joke around with him, so I can actually ask him anything. Then I went ahead and asked my dad, Dad, when you are at this age, did you do something? Did you do A, B, and C? Then my dad was like, yes, I did it. Then I told my brother, listen, you see, if you're not correct, if you won't take an action of what you're doing now, you will end up like our dad. Even the bitterness, even the anchor, like in our family, in our lineage, we have a very strange anchor, very strange anchor. Like my dad will, when you do a small mistake, like it's like his mind blows out. He will, like, if you do a small mistake and then he catches you, believe me, he might even break your teeth or break your hands. Like he will beat you, like Very strange anger. And I have seen that kind of anger repeating in our family. But because I know, because me myself have studied my family and I know this kind of anger we have. If I look at my cousins, if I look at all my cousins, we are behaving the same. We are behaving the same. And if we don't correct this, then we end up like everyone in the family. Though that defines our family, but the question is, do you want to be like them? Do you want to be like them? And if you don't want to be like them, then you have a chance of changing. You can change. You can choose a different way of life. Like myself now, I know how to correct my anger. If somebody does anything wrong to me, I completely switch off my mind. I completely switch off my mind. I don't think about what you have done. Even if you've insulted me, even if you've done anything to me, I completely go back. I call myself a small meeting. I know how I will react after this. And if I allow this anger to control me, I might do something bad. Like sometimes before, I did want. I was this kind of person. If you point at me, if like you do like you, I will break your finger. Like I didn't want anyone to. My anger grows when you point at me. You can do any sort of any other things. Beat me, do what to me, do anything to me, but the point you will point at me, that will be the starting of disaster. Then I realized my anger grows when somebody points me. Or I am becoming discomfortable, or I am not comfortable when somebody is pointing at me. But if somebody is just yelling at me, oh, just yell. You can even take the microphone and speak the loudest voice, but we will draw the line with the moment you will point me. And I looked at my dad and I saw the same thing. Like if my dad wakes up and points at you, if you don't move, he will beat you up. I also looked at my cousin, the same things. I looked at my brother. My brother even cut my sister, my elder sister, one here, a thumb, just because my sister was pointing at him. He just took the knife and cut it down. When I realized this, because when I learned there are some things that we are doing and we are not doing because we want to do them. It's like generational thing. I set them down, even if I'm not big enough to tell my dad to do something. But when we make stories with them, then I tell them, you guys, you see, they will make some stories. Then at some point they will disagree, and if they disagree, believe me, they might fight. They might fight. Now I've been telling them stories because I've learned in this life, if you don't control something that you do, then you're not good. You're not doing the right thing, and you're not helping yourself. That is why in today's life, um I was saying it is in Friday and it's a Friday stories. So you see, at least if we managed to learn something better, good for us. Good for us. And I have overshoot our live stream by 15 minutes. I should have ended the video at 12:05, but now it's 12:20. So guys, if you have not subscribed to our channel, kindly subscribe to our channel. It is absolutely free of charge, and it's a way of helping my family to grow. So for more stories, for more educative stories, for us to share and get to know each other and get to know how to control our temperaments and get to know or get to exchange views on how to go about some challenges in life and something we are facing in life. Even the professionals who are here, who have gone to school and studied these things, we are here to share. We are here to get to make the world a better place where everyone feels appreciated and feels comfortable. Because it's very late in the night. It is now midnight. It is almost 30 minutes to midnight, after midnight, and tomorrow I'm working at around 4 in the morning. I wish to end the video at this time, and I appreciate everyone for listening to me. And as I also listen to you, and may God bless you. May the God that you worship, may it be Allah, may it be Buddha, may it be um, the Indian God is called what? Krishna? Is it Krishna? Or whatever you believe in, whatever you believe in, and it's a supernatural thing that you don't even you yourself you don't know. May you be blessed by what you believe in. Thank you for watching me. Thank you for being in this live up to this time. I really, really appreciate you. For the subscribers, I really, really appreciate you. If you and as I finish, if you've not joined our membership, the channel membership, kindly just click there. There's an icon called join. Just click it. Click it. Become a family member. Let's make the world the best place to be. Thank you and good night. For those who have liked the video, the live stream, guys, I really, really appreciate you. I really, really appreciate you. You've been watching us from Nairobi, the best city in East and Central Africa. Nairobi, the best destination. If you've never traveled to Africa and you wish to travel to any country in Africa, before you go to your favorite country, first visit Nairobi. First visit Kenya. We are the best when it comes to hospitality. We are the best when it comes to accommodating people. We are better as everything. No, I'm not advertising for the government, but I'm a patriotic citizen. I love my country. I love everything about my country. I even love the policies. So sometimes we don't agree with the government. I just love my country. My country is the best. It is best. It's the best because I've never been outside my country. I've never been outside my country. Have I been outside? Yes, I was. I was outside at not very much outside, but I was at the border between my country and Tanzania, and Tanzania, our neighboring country. So that is the farthest I've ever gone to my country. But I believe as I get older, I will travel. I will visit. I will visit it. I'll visit India. I will visit Europe. I'll visit America. I'll visit all those uh, good places that I see people visiting. So guys, good night, good evening, and good morning. Because I understand in the China in China or in those Middle East countries, most of them it is early in the morning. For the Indians, it's almost 3. It's 3 a.m. It's all early in the morning. For the people in the US, it's in the evening. Or it is in the evening or night. Yeah, it is in the evening. So it's the evening or lunch in the US. I don't know. But what I know is we are 5 hours ahead of US. That is one I know. So if here it's midnight, then there it is midday. Okay, good. Good night, good night, good night, everyone. See, I've been speaking. My babies went to sleep. They are already asleep. Yes, and I'm here. Guys, good night, good night, good night, good night. Twendeni tulale. Twendeni tulale means let's go to sleep. Yes, for us to be productive in the next day, our body needs to relax. If we don't if our body doesn't relax, then we are not productive. And for any nation to grow, people need to be productive. Yes, I wish to end the video here. Or you guys, you want us to continue? You see me, I can speak till the other day. I behave like a radio. I don't like keep quiet. If you think I should end the video, just let me know. Let me know. Let me know if you think I should end this video this time, or before we end the video, let me know where you're watching me from. Let me know where you're watching me from before we end the video, because I'm ending in I should have ended, but I extended a bit. Let me know where you're watching me from. Just pop up your flag. Silent night. All right, all right, all right. Good night, everyone. Let me just end because yes. Good night, good night, good night, good night. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. See you tomorrow.